Hi, in this video we will learn about a new notion called the rank of a matrix. Let us start with the definition. So the rank of a matrix A, which we denoted by rank A is equal to the number of non-zero rows in the row reduced echelon form of A. It's not equal to number of non-zero rows of the matrix A itself. You have to row reduce it and then find the number of non-zero rows. Well, it is clear, it's here obvious that this number is equal to the number of leading ones in the row reduced echelon form, because every non-zero row in the row echelon form starts with a leading one, so it is equal to the non-zero rows of the row reduced echelon form. Let's do a few examples here. First, some easy examples. Rank of the identity matrix of order n. So you know what is identity matrix. So if you have, this is a score matrix n by n, and you have ones on all main diagonals, 0 on the other entries. So you see this is already in row reduced echelon form, and the number of ones there is for each row, we have one leading one, so it is equal to n. And also rank of zero matrix. Well, it doesn't matter how many rows or how many columns this has, so you have all zeros. All zero means that the zero matrix itself is in row reduced echelon form. Means that we'll just count the number of non-zero rows, that will give you the rank. But all the rows are zero, so that means that the zero matrix has rank 0, and that is exactly the only matrix which has rank 0. Okay, let's do a few more examples here. I have some prepared. Yes. Okay, so we have matrices given, and then we want to find the rank of these matrices. So first thing is that reduce them to row echelon form. Here, for example, I can start with this guy, half of row 1. This will give me 1 over 2, 1, 3, 0, 1, and then we do row 2 minus row 1. This is 1 to make this guy 0, so this is 1, 0, and then 3 minus half, this will give us 5 over 2. This is 0, 0, oh, not that is 1 over 2, and this guy is 1. Okay, we are done with the first leading one. Everything else in that column is 0. We move from left to right, and we stop when we have non-zero entry. Here we have 2 of them. I choose this one, and then interchange row 2 and row 3, and this gives me 0 1 0 5 over 2, and this is 1 1 over 2. Okay, so now we have the leading one in the right place. We have to make this guy 0, this guy 0. So this can happen by well, half of row 2 I'm going to subtract from row 1, and 5 over 2 times of row 2 will be subtracted from row 3. If you do that, this will be 1 0, and this will be 0 0, and this is 0 1. This is now row reduced echelon form, yes. And now you count how many how many leading ones we have, or how many non-zero rows have. So that doesn't matter. So rank of this matrix, let me call it A. The A is equal to 2. Okay, so that's one example. Let's do the other example. So I'll probably need more space here. Yes, and then start with this. Let me call this one matrix B, and while this guy is here in the nice place, I choose that to be my first leading one, and then use that one to make everything else in that column 0. This guy is already 0, so 2 needs to be 0. So this is 0, 1, -1, and then another 0. And everything else stays the same. 1 0 1 1 0 1 -1 -1. Now it's time to choose the next leading one. Well, this guy is if we move from left to right, this you see you have that entry. Now I have to make this guy 0 by subtracting row 2 from row 3, and the other entry in the column is 0. So this will give us, just subtract these two. So this will be 1 0 0 0, and 0 minus -1 is 1. And 0 1 -1 -1 1 0 1 1. So we have now our second leading one, and that's good. We move from left to right. And then while you have this entry here, we can make everything else in that column 0. So row 1 minus row 3, and row 2 plus row 3 will make that happen. So this will give us 0 1 -1 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 0 1. This is now row reduced echelon form, and as you can see, we have 1 leading one, 2 leading ones, and 3. So that means that rank of the matrix B is equal to 2. Okay, so the last one, let me call it C. Let's start do the row reduction for this one. So first entry, I choose this one to be my first leading one. Row 1 interchange with row 2, choose it, move it, turn it to 1, and here I move it up, and here 0 0 1 2 2 4 -1 2 stays the same. And now okay, I turn it to 1, so I need to multiply whole row 1 by 1 over 2. This will give us 1 2 -1 0, and 1 2 2 is here, 4 -1 2. Now it is leading one in the right place. We have to make everything else in that column 0. Here I need to multiply row 1 by -2 and add it to row 3. So this will give me 0 0 here. So -2 plus negative 2 times negative 1 is 2, added to negative 1, 1, and this will give us 2. Everything else stays the same. And well, let's do another step here. This is 1 in the right place, so I need to make everything else in that column. Reduce the column using the 1. So here, so I need to add row 2 to row 1 and subtract row 2 from row 3. So this way we will have 0. Oh, sorry, let me do this. The changed one, these will be 0. This one will be 1, 2, and then we are adding these two rows, so this will be 0 and this will be 2, and this is 0, 1, 0. Now this is row reduced echelon form, and as you can see, we have 1 leading 1 and 2 leading 1s, and this tells me that rank of the matrix C is 2. So if someone asks you to find rank of a matrix, so you start reducing it to row echelon form and find the number of non-zero rows.